What's going on, guys? Orms Forum coming at you guys today with a little bit of breaking news. Has to do with a little bit of baseball, the Detroit Tigers. There's a new sheriff in town, and his name is A.J. Hinch. Who's that? That's right, A.J. Hinch. You heard it right, guys. Everybody knows who A.J. Hinch is. He was part of a scandal going back a few years ago with the Houston Astros, the sign stealing, garbage can scandal, whatever you want to call it. Personally, I wasn't sure if I was going to do a video on this, but I decided to anyways. And I think this was a great hire by the organization. Al Avila and organization did well on this one. Might say some things that might ruffle a few feathers, but I don't really care because I think it's a great hire. This is a guy that was very qualified for the job. He should be able to get this team over the hump. He's a guy that has been great with player development. He's a former scout. He's a former catcher, and we all know how catchers usually, they're pretty good. They become pretty good managers. We haven't had that success in the past. I remember Brad Osmus. Yes, he was a catcher, but he was never really a player's coach or manager. But I think this is a really good hire, man. They could have went the cheap and the safe way. They could have went out and brought in Lloyd McClendon from the organization. They could have went out and they interviewed Marcus Thames. They interviewed Don Kelly. They interviewed 3 or 4 other possible managers, and they went with a guy that is a winner, a proven winner. Okay. Now AJ Hinch, he's a baseball guy. He's a really advanced analytics guy, almost like a genius. He's used analytics to win championships, to win games, all that stuff, and he knows when to use it and knows when not to use it. Though it's not just strictly analytics, but he's a guy that has been a proven winner. He didn't have a great run in Arizona when he was there. He was young when he became a manager in Arizona. Didn't fare too well. Kirk Gibson, my favorite baseball player of all time, ended up taking over him eventually. That was a while back. But then he went on to be like a scout. And he went on to do other things, and he eventually became the Houston Astros manager. He became the skipper, and he went on to win. Now, the thing with the cheating in the baseball, with the sign stealing, I'm going to let you in on a little something, okay? I'm going to let you in on a little something. It's been going on for years, that. Now, with all these guys saying that, oh my God, you can't cheat in baseball. We don't want a cheater. He's a cheater. I can't believe Al Avila signed him. Be quiet. Seriously. Enough. Because you're the same guy that would have complained if they would have hired Marcus Thames or Don Kelly. You're that exact same guy. A.J. Hinch is the perfect fit for a team that's ready to make a run in the next couple years. They're not ready right now. They're not. Not even close. Getting closer. They're getting closer. Last year they were at least, or this year just passed, they were at least competitive. Okay? They were competitive, and they're young. Really young. Like extremely young. You know what I mean? And like I said, A.J. Hinch is a guy that has been involved in scouting. He's been a guy that he went to Stanford, so he knows about the college. He knows about college baseball. He's smart. He's a genius when it comes to analytics. Went to Stanford too, like I said. So he's got the brains. And like I said, he's the perfect fit for this type of team. Perfect fit. You couldn't have went anything better. Did Al Avila take a little bit of a chance? Maybe. According to some people, I think it was a home run. I think he hit an absolute home run. Pun intended. Okay? Pun intended. This is a guy that could possibly take us over the top. This is a great hire for especially the young guys on our ball club that are there now and that will be there in the future. This is great for guys like Riley Green. This is great for Torkelson. Great for guys like hopefully Matt Manning and Vallejo, those type of guys coming up. Guys we got now in the club, Castro, Willie and Harold. They're young all around. And this is the type of guy that you want to be the manager of your baseball team. I love the hire. Al Avila nailed it. Good job, Al. Good job. Enough of this playing it safe, being cheap, and going and getting a guy within the organization, or just going to get some guy that was a third base coach for the Pirates like Don Kelly or a Marcus Thames from the Yankees. No, man, we don't want that. We don't want that. We want a proven winner. And like I said, baseball stealing, sign stealing has been going on since baseball invented. Okay? It's been going on invented. Did the Astros take it a step too far? Yes, they did. They did. They took it a step too far. Hinch, and the thing with that scandal, and in no way am I saying Hinch was no way involved. He was involved, but he wasn't part of it. Like he didn't mastermind this. He didn't mastermind this. He was actually against it. He actually destroyed 2 monitors in the clubhouse because of this, disagreeing with the way they were going about it. He didn't want nothing to do with it, but what he did wrong was he turned a blind eye to it. That's what he did, okay? He turned his head to it. Obviously didn't want to throw his players under the bus, or his coaches, everybody who was involved. But he was in the wrong. He was in the wrong. And in no way am I saying that he wasn't part of it, because he was part of it. And he knows he was part of it. But this was a great hire by the organization. This was, I can't stress enough how good he's going to be for the players. How good he's going to be. He's young. He's like 46. You know what I mean? So he's going to be one of those guys that's part. You know what I mean? That's got that youthfulness to him. Unfortunately, Gardenhire had to retire this year because I think it's health reasons. Hopefully Gardy can stick around in the organization sometime when he gets better and he gets healthier. Good luck to you, Gardy. I loved what Gardy did the last couple of years for this team. He started building something, and this year they were very competitive, and a lot of their games, they were a better ball club in that aspect. I know they were never going to go anywhere this year, but with Hinch coming on board now, sky's the limit. I think it was a great hire. And like I said, sign stealing's been going on since baseball has even been invented. They just took it a step further. They did. And they got caught. And that's why. And that's why it's a big deal, because they got caught. Because I'm telling you, they all do it. It's funny when you go look up sign stealing on Wikipedia, by the way. Go look it up on Wikipedia. Wikipedia is not the most legit source. But this is what I saw. There's a legal way to sign steal, and then an illegal way. The legal way is that if there's a man on second, and you're up to bat, and your teammate's on second base, okay, and he's giving you some sort of gesture, what pitch is coming. What the Astros did, and I guarantee they're not the only team in baseball that have done this, by the way, okay? They're just the only ones that got caught. This is just my opinion. But what the Astros did, they had a camera in center field that focused on the catcher. They had a camera focused on the catcher, and then that feed went into the dugout, into another monitor, and then whoever was looking at that monitor, that's when they did the trash can thing with the signals. One for a strike, for a fastball, and who knows? 2 for a curve, 3 for a slider. Who knows how they did? Who knows how they exactly did it? I never really dived into that. But they got caught. Hinch owned up to it. But he's a winner. He is a winner. Their organization just got caught. You know what I mean? And me personally, I don't think he's the only guy that's ever done that. And he wasn't the mastermind behind it, but he did turn a blind eye to it, and he probably shouldn't have done that. But anyways, guys, it was a great hire. AJ Hinch to the Tigers, baby, the new skip in town. Welcome to the D, brother. Let's go. Good hire, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe my video. Yeah, hit that subscribe button right in the bottom right. Like all the comments. Like, dislike. Likes better though. Likes better though, and comment negative, positive. I'll get back to you on anything that I can. If I miss something, sorry guys, but I always try to get back. Let's go Tigers. Let's go Lions. Boom.